Radio check. Oh. Radio check, radio check. Can you guys hear me? Oh god. Okay. Almost lost everything. Radio check, radio check. Hey! Hello everybody. Yes, we are live. Welcome back to the Racing Statistics YouTube channel. For today's Miami Grand Prix, the first United States Grand Prix of the year, of the three we're gonna have this season, the most we've had in a very, very long time. Yeah, my name as always is Ryan from the Ryan F1 YouTube channel, and I will be your commentator for the race. We've had a bit of an eventful qualifying session. I had a blast yesterday, but there are some problems for today. First of all, before we get started, let me know, how are you guys doing? How are you today? It's been a while. I mean, it's been a week, but Yeah, for me it's been a while. How are you? Hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Hello Jose. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm reading a book, a new book I just started. So I'm having a blast. We got exams next week. University. Yeah. I'm starting with exams, but so far it's smooth sailing. Hello King Chu. I saw you there before on the chat. Some cheese. No, I'm good. I don't need any cheese now. I'm good. I'm good. Good luck. Thank you, Alex. Just got back from an interview and going chill with the race. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Hope you did well on the interview. Job interview, you mean? Hold on. Let me. I'm just checking on the lights. No, I think that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. Am I too saturated, or can you see me like normal? Because if I'm too saturated, we might have to do something about the light here. Hold on. I think that's better perhaps. I have a quote unquote filter on top of the lamp. It's literally a black plastic bag. I think that's better. Is it? From England, let's go Alonso. Wow, that's a weird combination. Usually British people don't really like Alonso, but hell yeah. Shout out from the Philippines. Okay, so tell me, let me know where you guys are watching from. I would love to hear your answers, and let's see where people are here on the chat. Which country are you representing? Germany, the Netherlands, Holland, Poland, from India, the Czech Republic, Amsterdam, Canada, Serbia, Portugal, USA, Sweden, Texas, Netherlands, Latvia, Miami. Okay, so a local here to the race. UK, Canada, India, Germany. Again, every time I get surprised from all over the world, it's insane, and I absolutely love it. Ghana, Ukraine, really nice. Barbados, Saudi, Argentina, nice. Texas, Kenya, Qatar, Rotterdam, Uganda, South Africa, Denmark. If you're from Denmark, Jamaica, from all over the world. That's insane. Italia. So I'm gonna ask you guys for a favor, of course, as I always do. If it's not your first time here, if it is, this doesn't apply to you, but you can still do it if you want to. But if you guys are here every week, like I know most of you are, and you enjoy the streams and you enjoy what we do here, make sure to leave a like on the stream. It really does help us out. Let me see what our like number is right now. Oh god. Okay, we are right now at 554 likes, and I am sure we can get it much higher up with 4,400 people watching. So it's just a second, and it really does help us out. If you guys could, more so with what's been happening here with the strikes and such. We've had a really tough time, a tough few weeks. So yeah, we would really appreciate it if you guys could leave a like, and yeah, that's greatly appreciated. 723 already. Okay, let's keep it going. 751. 787. Come on, it's just a few more. We get to 1,000 and I'll leave you guys alone. Hey, Ariosto Silva, thank you so much for your donation, dude. Number one, you are number one, my guy. Thank you so much. 805. Come on, we can do better. 852. 863. Okay, we're almost there. Come on. If you guys are new here, you don't have to do this, because first I want you to really get a sense of if you like the stream or not, if you like the channel, if you like what we do, and then if you decide that it's good enough for us to gain your like, you can do so then. But if you guys know us already, feel free to leave a like below, and it's really appreciated. And we're almost there, 939 as the Formula 1 F1 TV stream starts. 951, come on guys, come on. 963. 984. That's David Bennett. Welcome to the channel. He just became a member here, and it's greatly appreciated. And that's 995, and there we go, 1,000 likes. So thank you guys so much. It really helps boost the engagement and stuff. So yeah, we really do appreciate it. You guys coming here, watching the stream, liking it. It really does help us out a ton. I know I always say it, and it's not just because, you know, I really mean it. I really do mean it. Vamos Nano, says Alberto. Vamos Nano, vamos Nano. I love you guys. We love you, Diamondback F1. We love you guys for being here and supporting the channel. That's 100% true. And yeah, we wouldn't be here without you. So thank you so much. That's Athisa with a donation. Thank you ever so much. We are just gonna get started. Oh shit, I just realized I don't have water. Hold on, it's just 30 seconds. I'll be right back. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Okay, I'm back. I've got water, and yeah, we're gonna get to the race. So the compounds for this weekend are gonna be the same as yesterday, the same as before. The C2, the C3, and the C4 compound. So the C2 is the hard, the C3 is the medium, and the C4 is going to be the soft. So it's middle compound leaning towards the softer edge of the spectrum. So Logan Sargent is going to be starting at the back of the grid with Oscar Piastri alongside him. Then it's going to be Lance Stroll in 18th place with Yuki Tsunoda in P17. Up in front, we have Lando Norris in 16th place with Nick DeVries in AlphaTauri in P15. Right up in front, Zhou Guanyu and Lewis Hamilton, one of his worst qualifying sessions in his Mercedes career. Then it's going to be Nico Hülkenberg in 12th place with Alex Albon in 11th. Up in front in the top 10, then we have Valtteri Bottas. Max Verstappen will be starting in 9th place after the red flag yesterday left him with no time set. Same as Valtteri. Esteban Ocon will be starting in 8th place with Leclerc in 7th up in front of him. The back Ferrari will be starting in 7th place with George Russell up in front in the front Mercedes. P6 for him. Gasly, a good qualifying session yesterday. In P5, Kevin Magnussen, an amazing qualifying session for the Haas team in 4th place. Carlos Sainz will be starting in 3rd with Alonso in the front row in 2nd place and Checo Perez in 1st. Since this is the Hard Rock Stadium, I decided I would, yeah, represent the Hard Rock, the Hard Rock weekend, let's say. So yeah, I'm rocking my Hard Rock Cafe sweatshirt. And we're gonna get started really soon. I don't know if you guys saw this, but the Aston Martin pit garage got flooded, and the only thing that got wet was the pit box for the cars coming in. So they had to dry it up right before the track. Yeah, before the race started, before the event started, before the cars came out. And yeah, so the thing is, we were expecting rain perhaps, but we're not gonna have rain. So everyone's starting with the medium tires, as we can see right now, and that's gonna be interesting because no rain, but everything around rain means the temperatures are going to drop drastically. Temperatures dropping drastically means only one thing. It's going to be a very long race. Oh god. I'm listening. To, okay, yeah, it's a bit echoey, the feedback I'm getting here on my ear. But it's It's good that, yeah, I think it's fine now. Okay, so Perez, Alonso, Sainz, Magnussen, Gasly, Russell, Leclerc are going to be starting on the medium compound tire. Then it's going to be Ocon and Verstappen on the hards. Bottas and Albon will be on the mediums. Then it's going to be hards for that's going to be Hülkenberg, Hamilton, and Zhou. Then it's De Vries on the medium, Norris on the soft compound tire, same as Piastri. Then Tsunoda and Stroll on the hards, and Sargent on the mediums. That strategy for the McLarens is really puzzling, CNS. This is a race that's perhaps going to be a one-stop from the mediums to the hards, but let's see if they can make those softs last, because if they can't, they're going to have to go for a two-stop strategy, which is definitely not something they will be wanting to see here at this track. That'll slow them down greatly, and their starting positions are not really that good. The McLarens are starting P16 and P19, so that's gonna be something we'll have to keep an eye on as to how it develops through the race. But yes, formation lap. Yes, formation lap. Did they even test the hards on FP? I think they did, didn't they? Why is the race starting at an odd time? What do you mean an odd time? It's gonna be starting... Oh yeah, it's like half an hour. Yeah, I honestly have no idea. That's how it was decided, and we just have to go with it, dude. Hey, Paula, Miami, wouldn't miss it for anything. Brilliant channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sticking around, for always being here for us as well. Yeah, we really do appreciate the fans. We really do appreciate you guys. Is it going to rain? It doesn't really look like it. No, it really doesn't look like it. Let's go Jimmy Butler, Miami Heat. Oh, I'm not really into... That's the NFL, right? Or the NBA. Either way, I don't watch either one of them. But yeah. Are you going to show the race? No, not the actual race. No. Okay, so it's the NBA. There we go. Yeah. Sorry, not a sports fan. I'm just a motorsports fan, not a ball sports fan. Chances of an Alonso win extremely small, but we always have to keep our opportunities. We'll have to keep our hopes up and our opportunities open, let's say. Cars are starting to line up there on the grid. We have the top three already in their positions as the rest of the cars are starting to come across the final few corners. Going really slow there. Let's see. How long till it starts? A few seconds, dude. A few seconds. We're gonna get the green flags at the back of the grid. The green flag at the back of the grid, then the red lights, and then we will be racing. Okay, let's see. Everyone's starting to, well, finishing lighting up there at the back end of the grid. That's the Williams. That's the medical car. That's the green flag, as I said. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we are racing. It's a good clean getaway from Checo Perez, with Alonso on his side, already getting in front of the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz, defending from him into turn 1, trying to go around the outside, and it's a crash there. It's one of the McLarens has been pushed by one of the Alpha Tauris going into turn 1. I think that was Lando Norris. He was hit by Nick De Vries there. Perez is in front of Alonso. Sainz is in 3rd place. Gasly is in 4th in front of Russell. Then it's Kevin Magnussen dropping down 2 places there in the start. The Alpine is fighting back of Esteban Ocon, trying to get past Bottas. Bottas is in 8th place, moved up a few places there. Max Verstappen, not a good start. Drop back to P10, P11 for Alex Albon. Nico Hülkenberg is in 12th place as he gains a place there up in front of Alex Albon. That's Leclerc in front of Kevin Magnussen. We're also seeing Yuki Tsunoda gaining a few positions there. Lance Stroll down in P17 after a very, very bad qualifying yesterday. We're now seeing side by side the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc gaining another position there in front of that's Kevin Magnussen. Leclerc up into 6th place. Whew. That was a start, wasn't it? Let me see something. There we go. The back straight, that's Lewis Hamilton. That's the McLaren side by side. Going. Ooh, okay, no, yeah. No overtake there on Lewis Hamilton by Oscar Piastri. Perez is still leading the race in front of Alonso. Alonso managed to keep that second place in front of Carlos Sainz. Pierre Gasly still a very, very strong fourth place. Russell making up his position. Well, starting to make up his position, trying to keep that position at least P5 for him. Charles Leclerc is already up into P6, one place up. Kevin Magnussen dropped down though. Dropped down now behind Leclerc as well. That's 3 places down for Kevin Magnussen as Valtteri Bottas is already, well, 1 place up into 8th place. Verstappen 9th and gaining. Esteban Ocon is on the hard tire as well as Verstappen, and he's on P10. Drop down a few places there as we got going. Magnussen dropped 3 places. Yeah, that's definitely not what you want to see as Verstappen makes the move and gets in front of Bottas up into 8th place for the Dutch driver. Remember, Verstappen with the hard tire, so he's on a different strategy to the rest of the field. I don't know if it's the wrong one, Peps, but it's definitely different. They're perhaps banking on going long on the first stint, not a safety car in the first few laps. But we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. It's looking to be a very long stretch of the first few of the first set of tires. That's, my God, I couldn't get my word around. Yeah, so we're gonna have to see if the pit stops are actually going to affect the race, if there's gonna be a safety car. But if not, we're in for a long one here, as Logan Sargent's the first driver to come into the pits. The Williams driver who started in last place is now in last place still and coming in. They're preparing for a change of tires. That's hard tires coming in. Oh, a change of the front nose. Okay. So Norris and De Vries, even though they crashed into, well, De Vries crashed into Norris, they didn't come in. Neither of them decided to come in. That's Magnussen. Magnussen managed to get past Charles Leclerc up into 6th place, Magnussen. Okay, that was a clean move. And now at the back of Verstappen, we have the back of Leclerc. So we have Max Verstappen really getting there. Race control has noted the incident between Norris and De Vries for causing a collision. Let's see what they decide to do with that. Yeah, that Red Bull. Oh, that's Leclerc fighting back, trying to get past the Haas around the inside. Is he going to manage it back? That's side by side, and he manages to do that. Yeah, but that Magnussen's not gonna give up that position very easily as they come into the start-finish straight. He goes really wide. Around the outside goes Magnussen, and around the inside goes Verstappen. Overtakes them both into turn 1. That's Verstappen up into 6th place. That's Magnussen down into P7, and Leclerc down into 8th place with the Ferrari. Bottas is on the back of Leclerc now. So no further investigation for the turn 1 incident involving Norris and De Vries. It has been noted and nothing will be done with that. So Max Verstappen already up into 6th place, made up 3 places. As Perez widens the lead to Fernando Alonso. A purple first sector up by 1.4 seconds now. The gap just keeps widening there. DRS, by the way, has been opened last lap, sorry. I forgot to tell you guys about that, but that's the other Haas also battling with one of the Alpines. That's Ocon. That's Hülkenberg attacking Ocon. Ocon have to defend that last points paying position, P10 there, while his teammate is up in 4th place and within DRS of Carlos Sainz. That's a really good showing by the Alpine, and there's a bit of a long train there. Sainz is out of the DRS of Alonso, but Gasly, Russell, Verstappen, well, not Verstappen, but Gasly and Russell are within the DRS of Sainz, and then it's Verstappen, Magnussen, Leclerc, Bottas, Ocon, Hülkenberg, Albon, Hamilton, and Piastri, and Tsunoda, and Zhou, and Stroll, and Norris, all within 1 second of each other. So it's a very long Verstappen train that is gonna hope it becomes a very long Sainz train as Verstappen wants to, of course, get to the front and shrink the gap to the cars in front. It's now a 2-second gap. We're now seeing a replay of their start. Let's see how that gap shrinks. Verstappen with a purple middle sector. Let's go now, guys. If you have enjoyed the race start, and if you guys are new here, now it's your time. Make sure to leave a like there on the stream if you haven't already, and if you're enjoying what you've seen so far. Also, yeah, subscribe to the channel. We're here every single race weekend. As we're now seeing the replay once again of the start, I take the chance to do... Oh, Hamilton got squeezed there. Hamilton got squeezed, but everything, yeah, that's why I lost position there with the Haas. But yeah, also, one last thing, guys. Remember that if you donate, that's the most direct way to support us. It's not, of course, it's not needed whatsoever. But if you feel like you want to give us a donation at the start of the stream, at the end of the stream, whenever you feel like, yeah, of course, make sure to do the super chat below. And thank you so much for watching. Of course, same as always. Okay. Purple second sector for Ocon there as Lando Norris. Oh, now Lando Norris comes into the pits. Oh, a very slow stop. That's a replay of the stop that we actually missed due to the replay of the start. It was a very slow stop, and those softs are already out of the car. Hards had been fit into the car. Oh, damn, Ariosto Silva with another donation. You're amazing. No, you're amazing, dude. Thank you so much for this. It really does mean a lot more. So now with the strike looming over our heads, a new fastest lap for Max Verstappen as he shrinks the gap to 1.1 seconds now. Hamilton complaining about the front wing. Okay, I just heard Hamilton talking on the radio. He's been saying, okay, Ronnie Matzelot, welcome to the channel. So, welcome to the channel, Marauder as well. Hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, being a fan of the channel, a member, an official member. So yeah, Hamilton was complaining about the front grip. The car was sliding everywhere. He was complaining about the front right. I got some swelling on my tongue and I keep biting on it, and it's killing me. I feel the blood in my mouth. It's disgusting. Yeah. Sorry, back on track. Yeah, so I just heard Hamilton complaining about the front wing, the front tires. He says he does not have grip and that he does not know how long he's gonna be able to last. So yeah, complaining. Oh, that's Ocon going wide there. So yeah, some complaining by Lewis Hamilton about the front, either the tires or the front wing, due to the squeeze at the start where he thinks he hit someone. He's been told that everything looks fine, but he does not have confidence in that car. They say it's the wind, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Sainz is now within the DRS of Alonso. 0.7 of a second is the gap between those two. Perez widens the gap to Alonso 1.6 seconds. Now almost 1.7. It's up by 0.3 of a second since the last lap. Carlos Sainz within 0.8 of a second of Fernando Alonso, and then it's Pierre Gasly already out of the DRS. Alonso, okay, feels plan A minus 12, he said on the radio. Yeah, okay, so he's really struggling with those tires, with those mediums, Alonso. So perhaps they were hoping to pit late and now they're gonna have to pit early. But it's still technically plan A, but that may just mean the strategy, the first strategy. So perhaps it's from the mediums to the hards, but he wants to get out of those tires as fast as he can. That we're now on board with Max Verstappen, who's 0.6 of a second behind George Russell's Mercedes with the fastest lap, with the DRS open. Is he gonna be able to get past George before the end of this lap 7 of 57, by the way? Verstappen with a hard tire, still gain on speed is incredible. Yes, it's insane. I mean, it's insane. And a new fastest lap of the race as well. The pace on that Red Bull is just on another level. I mean, it's absolutely insane. Purple second and third sectors. Yeah, cannot believe it. Piastri also changed out those soft tires. He also stopped. We missed that last lap. Sorry, guys. struggling a bit with the throat today. Yeah, so Piastri also into the hard. So a bad start of the weekend went into a bad strategy that did not pay off. Both of the McLarens are now P18 and P19. With that hard tire, if nothing else changes, no safety cars or anything else, we may not see them coming into the pits again. Nico Hülkenberg going wide there, losing position to Valtteri Bottas, now down into 11th place. Gonna have to simmer down there with the boys because I'm gonna lose my vocal cords if I continue screaming this much. DRS open around the inside. Max Verstappen does an easy job of that overtake on the outside of George Russell, and now up in front, the only guy between him and the podium is Pierre Gasly. He's gonna be a good one. He's gonna be a good one to overtake for him. Big vibration on the brakes. Russell complaining about brake vibration there. My God. Let's see, a new purple third sector by Max Verstappen with that hard tire as the gap continues to shrink to Pierre Gasly up in front. My God. Yeah, around the inside, a clean move. Nothing else could be done by Russell, who's also now struggling with brake vibrations. Gasly under threat right now of Max Verstappen, who's gained 4 positions so far since the start of the race. Let's see. Russell tried to fight back, but Max was already gone. Yeah, that's the reality right now. That's the reality right now. Okay, so I'm getting hot. The Hard Rock sweatshirt is getting a bit too much for me. DRS open around the inside. Once again, Max Verstappen. Easy work of that overtake. And it's past Gasly. And up next is Carlos Sainz. Max Verstappen only can move up into the podium right now. 2.4 seconds to the Ferrari up in front as he goes defensive, as Russell goes around the inside of Gasly there. Goes very defensive. Gasly tries to go as wide as he can, but he had to leave enough room for Russell, and he made the move and he made it stick. Russell up into 5th place, Gasly down into P6. Yeah, Max is definitely flying. P4 for him. He's now closing the gap. He's definitely closing the gap to the front now. The sector times are half a second quicker. Verstappen compared to Sainz. A 32.0 compared to a 31, well, 0.3 of a second. A 31.7 by Verstappen, which is still quite a big margin there, as we're now looking at Lewis Hamilton, who's down in P13, battling it out with the midfield. Alex Albon is up ahead. Nico Hülkenberg, Valtteri Bottas, all close to each other, trying to fight for that last points paying position. Yeah, Bottas has got a big train behind him. Everyone from Bottas down to Stroll is on that train, and I don't think it's gonna reach overtake Central Station anytime soon. Damn, Gasly made a huge mistake and allowed Russell to get past him. Yeah, definitely. That's a position I don't think he's gonna be able to get back, but that he could have defended if he had the opportunity, and perhaps he could have kept that P5, which would have been huge for the team. But now it's down to P6. Still, it's not over. The race still has a long way to go. We're on lap 11 of 57 right now. And right now, yeah, Bottas is just slowing down the rest of the field. There's not a big gap between him and the rest so far. Okay, so a one-stop race, Russell is being told. A one-stop race. So yeah, Piastri and Norris are already on that hard compound tire, and I think If we get a safety car, we're gonna get all the stops done there, and that's gonna be it for the rest of the race, much like last week. But if not, yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a strategy play. That's gonna be super interesting to see the overcuts, the undercuts. We're now on board once again with Lewis Hamilton, who's down in 13th place still. That train is not good for the Brit in space, who wants to, yeah, I mean, he wants to get 4th in the championship right now. He's a few points away from Alonso, but this is not the way to do so. This is not the way to overtake him. Perez just set the fastest lap, and Max stole it away from him at 1:32.2 as he closes the gap to Sainz to 1.4 seconds. I can't believe Max is passing other people on the hards while he's on the hards. Yeah, while they are on the mediums. Yeah, it's absolutely insane. I still cannot wrap my head around how fast the Red Bull is. If it's not starting in P1 or P2 by the end of the race, it will definitely be there unless something very wrong happens there. Logan Sargent is not far away from Checo Perez. I don't think it's gonna be much longer until we get our first lapped car. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. 27 seconds adrift of Lando Norris there. Science Radio, it feels like the fronts are struggling now. Yeah, so everyone is talking about how quick the hard tire compounds are, judging by Verstappen, by Ocon. Well, Ocon's not so much of a parameter since he's sunk down on the grid, but yeah, Piastri, Norris, Sargent, the 3 drivers that pitted fit those hard tires, and Alonso's also said that he's been struggling with those. He's still in P2 holding that position, even if Sainz is still within the RS of him. But I think perhaps... Oh, Leclerc goes around the inside and gets past Kevin Magnussen into turn 1. So saying, I think Alonso... Oh, Magnussen gets back at him and manages to regain that position at the outside of turn 3. Leclerc, oh, that's some great racing. Leclerc wants to get him back on the S's. Current tire strategy, medium. Oh, the pit window is open for the mediums. The pit window is open for the mediums, for those who want to get on the hards. And that's Leclerc trying to go around the inside of Kevin Magnussen, not managing to do so. Oh, Max Verstappen on Carlos Sainz. This is going to be close. Max Verstappen is closing in at a rapid pace. Yeah, I don't think Carlos Sainz is going to be able to hold that for long. So what's happening to Stroll? The first races he showed a lot of improvement, but the last 2 races are a bit lackluster. I think he had a bad qualifying session, and now he's stuck between the other drivers. He's stuck between the rest of the field. I don't think he's out of pace. I think we just have to wait and he'll improve in the next few races, but we have to give him time. This race is not it, but I think perhaps next one will. I mean, he's been on the pace all weekend long, right up there with Alonso. Yesterday he had a bad second part of qualifying. Oh, well, first part of qualifying, and that saw him out pretty early, but I think he had pace for top 10, definitely. He's not Alonso, but around the inside, that's Max Verstappen making the move and up into 3rd place already. Damn. That's insane. I just keep saying that's insane, I know, but it is insane. I mean, the pace difference between Verstappen and any other driver is just out of this world. It really is insane. And Max Verstappen goes to attack Fernando Alonso. 0.5 of a second is between those two. When is the pit window? It is already open. Yeah, those hards on Verstappen are working great. Start finish straights, DRS open. I think this is gonna be an easy overtake. It was not. It was not, at least not in that DRS zone. But yeah, they go into turn 2, turn 3 right now. That's Magnussen coming into the pits. Magnussen pits. Let's see, Magnussen, where is he going to come out? That was a clean stop. He fits on the hard, and he is out in P17 behind the Vries, but in front of Lando Norris. Oof, DRS once again open there. And he goes around the inside, makes the move, and into turn 13, we see Max Verstappen in front and up into second place. No, K-Mag is not out, he just pitted. The Red Bull so dominating. Perez, plan A +5. So Perez is looking to extend that first stint. Hülkenberg gains a position on Bottas, the first driver to get past that train. That's Nico Hülkenberg. DRS open for Alonso, DRS open for that's Carlos Sainz at the back. Carlos Sainz looks really racy as they come across the start-finish line. Yeah, as long as Alonso has DRS, Sainz is not getting past. But Verstappen is closing in as Gasly comes into the pits. Gasly has pitted. Bottas has pitted as well. Bottas has pitted as well. Let's see, Gasly, Bottas, where do they come out? Well, I suppose they will be coming out behind Nick de Vries. Both of them. Oh, de Vries also comes into the pits, okay. So yeah, behind Stroll there. Bottas 2.8 second stop, clean stop for him. Okay, so the longest straight here is Carlos Sainz going to attack as they go out of turn 16. Let's see. I don't see that gap shrinking. I don't think that's gonna be enough, at least this lap, but Alonso's lost DRS, I think. Yes, he's lost DRS on Max Verstappen already. My god. I'm so sorry guys, but my throat today is killing me. I don't know what's going on, but it keeps, yeah, choking me out. My front right is starting to give up a bit, says Checo Perez. He's been told to extend. He's on the mediums, by the way, Checo. Seems like Hamilton found the pace. Yeah, he's up into 9th, but the thing is, guys in front of him pitted. So Bottas, that's Magnussen, that's Gasly, they were all in front and they all pitted. So yeah, that gives him the position up into 9th place, but in actuality, he still yet has to stop as well. But he's on the hard, so he's in a different strategy. He's gonna have to stop later on. Damn, dude. Checo's starting to lose his front tires. Yes, he is, but he's been told to extend. So that's not going to be good for him. And now, once again, Alonso and Sainz are extremely slow, extremely close. P4 for Sainz, P3 for Alonso still. So it's a big fight for the last step of the podium there. Sargent is the West Formula 1 driver, LOL, says Mark Oliver. Well, he's no Latifi, let's say that. He's no Latifi. Hamilton on Nico Hülkenberg. Oh, a bit of a plume of smoke coming out from the Haas. I think that was a bit of brake smoke. Box. Ferrari has told Leclerc to come into the pits as George Russell also comes in. So yeah, those two do not want to lose position to one another. 2.7 stop for Russell and a 2.6 second stop for Leclerc. That's a good stop. That's a good stop. Are they gonna come out behind Gasly? Okay, behind Gasly, behind Magnussen as well. So that's good for Magnussen, definitely. It's not gonna be good for either of them if we get a safety car. They're all gonna be pretty screwed, but so far it doesn't seem like that's gonna be the case. No close calls with the wall, and everyone seems to be doing just fine. Yeah, no, Hamilton into turn 11, wanted to overtake Nico Hülkenberg, just did not have enough speed there. We are now looking again at that Alonso Sainz battle. It was really close at the end of turn 17, but I don't think it was enough for, yeah, it wasn't enough. And Carlos Sainz comes in. So he's gonna, ooh, a big lockup going into the pits. A big lockup. He's gonna try and undercut Alonso, who's definitely gonna be coming in next lap. 2.2. That's a really quick stop. If he gets a good outlap, I think he could get in front. If he gets a good outlap, that's the key, because we're seeing a lot of traffic there. And he just manages to get out in front of the Williams. Just in front of it. If he got out behind Alex Albon, that would have been really bad. Really bad. But yeah, I think he's got it. Okay, so let's see. Alonso, you have to push now if you want to keep that place. Sainz with a super fast stop. Yeah, I mean, if it was a regular speed stop, that definitely wouldn't have been good. He would have been behind Alex Albon, and yeah, I mean, that's race over. Well, not race over, but position over. But if Alonso pits and he's behind the Sainz, he may also be behind Albon, which I definitely think he does not want. So Alonso stays out and Alonso does not come in. DRS open for Hamilton, for Leclerc, on Nico Hülkenberg, who's now up into 5th place with everyone pitting in front. Sainz. Oh, that wasn't Leclerc. That was Sainz. Sainz kind of losing speed there. Overtakes Lewis Hamilton. Makes the move up into 6th place with the DRS. So I don't know if he's losing or gaining speed actually. Okay, I lost my mouse. I lost my mouse, guys. My mouse is gone. Hello? My mouse is gone, guys. Okay, well, I mean, I can still commentate Formula 1 without a mouse, but it's gonna be a bit trickier. The Red Bull pit wall is preparing for a driver to come in. Okay, I got my mouse back. Yeah, I mean, I was moving the cursor, nothing was happening, but now it's back. It's now back. Yeah, Verstappen, Perez, and that's Perez. Perez comes in. Perez comes into the pits. Our race leader, Checo Perez, coming in. Let's see about that stop. Fits the new set of hearts. Good stop. Clean stop. A 2.2. Same as Carlos Sainz. That's Russell overtaking Zhou Guanyu on track up into 11th place for the Briton. And Sainz got past the Haas of Nico Hülkenberg into turn 1. That's a very, very, very good move, and that's very good news as well for Ferrari. And now Alonso has to stop. Yeah, so Sainz is now under investigation for speeding in the pit lane after that big lockup going into the pits. And yeah, let's see what happens, what comes of that. Hamilton, once again on board with him. A few drivers went through, but not him. Not him. Verstappen went through, Sainz went through. Hamilton still behind the Haas there. Oh, some big graining for Max Verstappen. Some blistering, actually. Actual bits of rubber flying off the wheel there, off his tire. DRS is now open once again for Hamilton. Is he gonna finally be able to make it? No, he's not. Alonso did not stop, so they're going long there. Verstappen upshift are not that smooth. Verstappen's complaining about the gearbox once again. Let's see, Hamilton once again, come on. No, he does not manage to do that. And around the back, we see a lot of moves. That is Stroll going around the inside, almost touching with the Williams of Alex Albon there. Tsunoda, Albon, Stroll, that was almost a big incident there as George Russell tries to get past Lance Stroll. Yeah. That's that was almost a big crash. Glad that it wasn't. Glad there was no contact, but that position is in big contention. P9 is what we're talking about. Yeah, Checo Perez now getting past Ocon and up into third place. Ocon, remember, has not stopped yet for Alpine, and I'm gonna blow my nose. Gasly just overtook Zhou and you as I was doing that, up into 12th place. We are extending. Alonso gets told, so Alonso is extending. So I think they're gonna wait until they see what's going on with Carlos Sainz, who's now under investigation for speeding in the pit lane. And once the verdict comes out, they will decide if they pit or if they just hold out and see if they can gamble on a safety car or something before coming in. And that is Alex Albon pitting. Alex Albon coming into the pits as he releases Lance Stroll and George Russell to fight for themselves. Across the start-finish line, nothing really happens. Carlos Sainz, penalty. A penalty for Carlos Sainz. That is going to be 5 seconds added to his race time. A 5-second penalty for spitting in the pit lane. Okay, so Alonso can now come in pretty confidently. George Russell on the radio. Fuck, check the front wing. Okay. So perhaps some damage there on the front wing of George Russell. Doesn't seem to be any, as he has DRS now. Oh, and that's Hamilton finally managing to make that overtake. And Russell, will he make that overtake on Stroll on the same corner? No, he will not. He will not. Into turn 13 they go. That Stroll still in front of the Mercedes of George Russell. Alonso not coming in. So he's really extending. I don't know until when, but he's definitely extending. Yes, the only driver on the medium compound tire. The only one. Ooh, turn 11 incident involving Stroll and Russell noting for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. I don't think we've seen that, but they are nose to tail right now as they come across the start finish line, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be Russell in front of Stroll into turn 1. Yes, and he gets in front. Very clean move, very tidy, up into P9 for for the Mercedes. Stroll hasn't pitted, yeah. Alonso still extending. He's finishing lap 24 on those mediums. Russell, front wing looks okay. Yeah. He did not have any damage there in the end. This is lap 24 of 57. And now Stroll is not letting go of that position though. He's still 0.6 of a second behind George Russell. How long can he keep? Can he keep that place for? Can he keep that gap under 1 second though? Is gonna vary. I think it's not gonna be long. I think we're gonna see an out of DRS range within this lap and the next one. Alonso finally comes in. Let's see about that stop. We didn't get to see that. I hope it was a good one. 12 place is for Magnussen as Gasly moves up into 11th. No further investigation for Stroll there. Hard tires for Alonso as he comes out behind Carlos Sainz. Not by much, but remember Sainz has that 5-second penalty. So that's technically, yeah, a position up. Verstappen asking some technical questions about the stop on the next stint, and yeah, he gets told, you just focus on driving, we're doing our job. Let us work, dude. Let us work. Alonso with a good stop. Was it a good stop? That's good to hear, Jose. Thank you so much. Perez is now going to change Max. Decision time for Max. Yeah. Okay, let's see. We're now looking at that was Gasly, wasn't it? Gasly overtaking someone, overtaking Stroll. Oh, Stroll's dropping now. Stroll's dropping down to 11th place. Kevin Magnussen is behind. Gasly, as we see now the replay of the overtake of Gasly on Stroll. Around the inside. Yeah, around the inside on the final sector, so... Alonso now 0.5 of a second of Carlos Sainz, 0.5 of a second. Is he gonna go for the overtake? Fastest lap for Checo Perez there. 0.4 of a second. What are they on the track? Coming into turn 10 now. Stroll on the radio. It's been radio silence. It's been radio silence for Stroll. He's like, okay, guys, let me know what we're doing. Let me know what the race looking like. What are we gonna do? And he's been told that everything looks okay so far, and that, yeah, he's extending because he's one of the drivers who started on the hard, so it's all okay. Is it me or did Hülkenberg just pass George Russell? I think he did. DRS open for Alonso. Let's see across the start finish straight if Alonso can make the move on Sainz. The DRS is open around the outside, around the inside. No, not enough. Not enough for a move. Imagine the plan. Imagine el plan in a Red Bull car. Oh yeah. P1, 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 P1. That would be just insane. Ferrari problem is both drivers are number 2, really. Yeah, they're not number 1. They're both number 2. George Russell passed Yuki Tsunoda there. We're seeing a replay of. And then the ground. The ground. 3 or 4 seconds of the ground before we switched back to Alonso going around the outside, around the inside there in the end. And getting that position back from Carlos Sainz. Thank you very much. He will very greatly appreciate that. Was a bit of a compromised exit though. A bit of a compromised exit as that twisty second sector comes to an end. And they are on the back straight there. Albon on the radio. For me, this is pushing too much. It's not good for the tires. I don't agree with this. Oof. So yeah, disagreements there when it comes to what to do with the tires, what to extend, what not to do. Albon was one of the earlier ones to stop. Well, around the middle, let's say, but yeah, it's still a long way to go, and he's got a fair amount of laps on those tires already. So let's see. Yeah, the RS Open for Russell once again trying to get past Fernando Alonso. They're going back at it. Those two were now on board with Russell as he tries to get past the Haas's Nico Hülkenberg. The mixed strategies are really mixing up the grid for me right now. Have to check who's extending, who's not, to see what's actually going on. And Russell gets it done. Around the inside. He's up into P7, right behind his teammate, and Nico Hülkenberg is down into 8th place. Perez team radio. What's the pace on the last lap? Okay, I didn't really hear that one, but it was asking about the pace. Checo's really behind Max, 16-second interval. But Verstappen did not stop. Perez did. And remember that you lose an average of 17 seconds per stop. So that's actually Verstappen in front if they both pit. Max should pit. I think he can extend for a little bit longer. I wouldn't be surprised to see him pit around lap 40. Verstappen, so around 10 extra laps. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see. Yeah, he's trying to extend this lead as much as possible. Yeah, of course. But Perez is eating it out. Oh my god. He's eating at his lead. Okay, there we go. Perez is now within 15 seconds, so he's 1 second faster there. New fastest lap of the race by Checo Perez as well, as Alonso goes with the RS around the inside and is past Esteban Ocon. That must have been a nice overtake to make. That must have been a nice, satisfying overtake, let's say. It was a clean overtake, might I add. A clean overtake. Maybe because Alonso was not his teammate anymore. Perhaps. Who knows? Yeah, okay. So the RS Open for Sainz, the RS Open for... okay, let's... Remember who I was talking about before? Logan Sargent? How he was being catched up by the Red Bulls? Yeah, he's being caught up by the Red Bulls, sorry. The gap is still shrinking, and he's very close to being lapped now. He's less than a corner away. As he comes into turn 12, Max is going into turn 11. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the blue flags shown very shortly. As De Vries and Piastri are battling out for position. Nick De Vries is trying to get past. Is he going to be able to do so on the start-finish straight? And I think he does. Yes, he does. No, he does not. No, he does not. In the end, he does not. Piastri still in front, but for how long as Carlos Sainz goes around the inside on Ocon and is up into P4. Ocon starting to drop down with those tires. He's been on the hard since the start. Those are 30-lap-old hard tires for Ocon. Verstappen radio. You're free to lean on the tires more now, Max. Okay, so we might actually start to see the gap extend between Perez and Verstappen, preparing for the stop, as that's Carlos Sainz out of the DRS range of Alonso now. My god, 39 messages since we started this race, come on. Good thing I have my phone vibrate. Yuki's still P9. Yeah, Yuki's still P9. And within the DRS of Nico Hülkenberg still. But remember, it's a bit of a situation with the stops there. Let me see if my processor can handle adding an extra stream here. I want to get the data channel. If everything explodes, you know it's gonna be because of this. Okay, big lag. Oof. It's a big struggle, this one. Video quality, I'm gonna drop it down. Now we're looking at Nico and Yuki once again battling out for position. Albon not doing great. Yeah, Albon down into P16. He pitted not long ago, but he's not been able to make up much for it. Hamilton radio? Okay, Hamilton's been told he's not racing Russell behind, he's racing Ocon ahead. So that was pretty much, okay, let Russell go. That's not your race, pretty much. That's what happened. Alonso swiftly to BP2. Ocon's losing pace so quickly on those tires, as Jose. Yes, he's losing places left and right. He's lost 2 places in the last 3 laps, and now Hamilton's catching up, 1.8 seconds. Russell's going to be making an overtake soon as well. Zhou comes into the pits, by the way. Zhou, the first one of the hard starters to pit. He can go by. I'm not backing off though. Okay. Hamilton said he's not gonna decelerate. He can make the overtake and he will not defend it. But yeah, Hamilton will not back off. Max hasn't pitted yet, no. Neither has Ocon, Hamilton, Hülkenberg, Tsunoda, and yeah, Zhou has just now pitted. Okay, that's Russell through, and up into P6. Ocon is up next for him. Yeah, Russell pitted 14 laps ago, so he is on those kind of old, but not nearly as old as Hamilton's hard tires. Russell radio? Thank you very much appreciated. Very British of him. Of course, Nico Hülkenberg now back at it with the train. Yuki Tsunoda, Pierre Gasly, Lance Stroll, and very close to Kevin Magnussen and Leclerc as well. Leclerc, drop down, dude. DRS open for many drivers as they come across the start-finish line. That's, yeah, the train that I just talked about. Tsunoda, Gasly, Stroll battling it out for the bottom end of the points. But remember, we still have a few drivers left to pit. That's Hamilton, that's Hülkenberg, that's Tsunoda, that's Verstappen as well, that's Ocon. The grid is yet to be fully set. We still don't really know where the points. Oh, that's really wide. That's a Haas. That's a Haas going really wide. Is he gonna be out of the race? Okay, so that's Yuki Tsunoda going through. Yeah, Nick de Vries up in front of. Okay, Stroll barely. Yeah, it's a bit of a situation there. Stroll, Gasly's out in front of Stroll. Stroll just got past Magnussen. Magnussen's dropped 3 places there. 2 places, sorry. As now the other Haas in front of Nico Hülkenberg's also gone wide, losing place to Yuki Tsunoda. He's now still going he's really struggling with those tires, Nico Hülkenberg. He hasn't stopped yet. Yeah, I think I've covered that. It's a bit of a of chaos there on the midfield. Positions lost, Magnussen 8, Leclerc 6, Gasly 5. Magnussen started P4 and is now down into 12th place. Hülkenberg into the pits, finally. Hülkenberg pits, yeah, he could not hold that for much longer. No Sargent out, no, Sargent is not out. He's been lapped. That's a recurring problem here. Let's see, 2.9 second stop. That wasn't a bad stop for him. Not a great one, but not a bad one either. He comes out in front of Zhou on the mediums, so he can push now. Oh, Ocon got in front of Sainz. When did that happen? And now Sainz is back in front of Ocon. Okay, well, that's pretty much nothing there. Grash, member for 20 months. Super Max on Hearts as well. Holy moly, dude. Thank you so much for being a member of the channel. The car's jumping all over the place, says Leclerc. Not happy with those hearts, sorry. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, on the hearts as well. He's yet to stop. He's yet to stop. Lap 35. Mark my words, I said around lap 40, so we may actually see that. 420 months. Soon. Oh yeah, 5-second penalty still yet to be applied to Carlos Sainz's time. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, it's just the pace difference between Perez, Verstappen, and Alonso. I mean, the Red Bulls are like a sector almost in front of the rest of the pack. It's insane. Alonso and the rest of the cars, I meant. Sainz is struggling with the pace, though. Sainz is really struggling with that pace. Wow, it was hard to find the stream. Luckily, I had a notification activated. Well, good to see you here, Mark. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming around. Max Verstappen, new fastest lap of the race. The gap is pretty much stayed the same, 15 seconds. So it hasn't shrunk, but it hasn't widened either. If he stops, he will still be behind Perez right now. That's DRS open for Russell, sorry, as he goes around the inside on Esteban Ocon. And Russell goes up into P5, Ocon drops down to P6. Another position lost by the Alpine, who has yet to stop. Hamilton is back on the hunt. What does interval mean? The position between the drivers, the time, sorry, between the drivers. Kevin Magnussen, yeah, missing the corner once again. The first time that's happened. Soft tires did not work for the McLarens. They pitted quite early. Yes, they gambled on it, and it was a really, really bad strategy. And they're gonna really struggle towards the end of the race as well, because they're gonna have 50 lap old hards, which is just, yeah, points for McLaren are not gonna be a thing this weekend. Let me just tell you that. I have to say, the race direction is good so far. Yes, Kingchu, it is. What I always said about the stewarding and the race control and everything is, if they do their job correctly, you shouldn't even know they exist. The fact that we know the name of the race director and everything is just shows that there's something wrong. In other racing series where it works just fine, you don't know the name of the race director, as we're now seeing Leclerc overtaking Magnussen for P11. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on the situation. The problem. I need to pee. Kevin Magnussen comes back and is back up into P11. Okay. Yuki Tsunoda comes into the pits, by the way. Nico Hülkenberg with the fastest lap of the race. Okay. Okay. Carlos Sainz losing another place there. Carlos Sainz losing place to Russell. Russell, remember, is on the same strategy as Sainz and Alonso and Perez. So the other ones out are Ocon and Hamilton. So that's actual track position lost, as we're now seeing again a customer team trying to hold on in front of the manufacturer team. Now the Ferrari powered Haas is still holding on to that 11th, well, now 10th place due to Yuki's stop. Yuki just got past Hülkenberg, by the way. Hülkenberg with the fastest lap of the race with the medium tires is it's weird, but yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. The RS is open for Leclerc. Ferrari's the new Alfa Romeo. Yeah, kinda. Hamilton comes into the pits. An okay stop for Hamilton, 2.5. Okay, so pretty good stop. Let's see where he comes out. That's actual position now. Out on P13. Yeah, Stroll, Ocon, and Verstappen are the only drivers not to have pitted so far, so everyone else is already in their actual position. You guys are gonna have to excuse me for a second. I will be right back, but I just cannot hold it in any longer. I'll be right back. Just 1 second. Hello. Yeah, okay, so there's a problem with sorry. There's a problem with drinking water to keep my throat working properly and my voice from cracking, and yeah, it's a big one. Slow pit stop for yeah, technical stop. I had to do a front wing change to get a new nose cone. Why did you go? I had to pee. Did you wash your hands? I have hand sanitizer. I use that. It's quicker. It's quicker to use hand sanitizer than to wash your hands when you're in a quick situation like this one. Box. Yeah, front wing change. Okay, so that's Hamilton we're now on board with, as he's trying to get past Valtteri Bottas for P11. Let's see if Hamilton can get into the points, but it's not looking well for the Mercedes driver. Ocon is coming into the pits apparently. Ocon's coming in. Yes, he does. Okay, let's see. Hamilton. Is he going to be able to come out in front of Hamilton? Of Ocon, sorry? So Bottas goes around the inside, makes a good overtake into the final corner. That was fantastic. And yeah, Hamilton in front of Ocon by the end of the pit lane. Good move. Definitely good move. So lap 40 of 57. We have 17 laps remaining. Hülkenberg still holds the fastest lap of the race by some reason. For some reason, but the gap between Verstappen and Perez is good news for Verstappen. It's widened to 17.7 seconds. So if Verstappen is preparing to stop, he knows exactly what he's doing. Yeah, if Verstappen stops now, he will come out in front of Checo Perez. Where is he on the map? Not seeing Verstappen. Oh, he just lapped Piastri. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the McLarens are having just a horrid weekend once again. How many laps left? 16 laps left. 18 seconds now the gap between those two. I think Verstappen's widening the gap for coming in. Well, I said lap 40 he was gonna come in, so it would make sense for him to do so anytime soon, because I'm always right. You know that, right? First sector purple for Verstappen. Verstappen now 18 seconds clear of Checo Perez. Yes, okay, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him coming in this or the next lap. Perhaps he just wants to set the fastest lap of the race. He does not do that, but yeah, he's definitely gonna come in this or the next lap. 18.2 now the gap between those two. Fastest first sector to Hamilton now. Ocon's really putting on some good lap times as well, so Carlos Sainz might actually have to start worrying about that before the end of the race. Yeah, the pace of the Ferraris was just nowhere this weekend. Nowhere. Well, not this weekend, but this race day. That's really surprising. Lance Stroll hasn't stopped yet. Just realized. I was like, oh, good recovery from Stroll. How did he get up into P7? Oh yeah, he hasn't stopped, hasn't he? No, he has not stopped. He has not. Yeah. Oh my god, that fake water and boats is so cringe. Oh yeah, it's so cringe. It's so cringe. It's so very cringe, but yeah, we just have to deal with it. It's Florida, what do you expect? Yeah, I know. And I think this is really struggling. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna close one of the streams because this is really chugging now. Okay. 1,800 likes! Holy shit, can we get it to 2,000? I mean, if you guys have enjoyed the stream so far, you could leave a like. It just takes a second, and it's absolutely free, by the way. So if you could do that, that would be greatly appreciated. Let's see. Can we get it up to 2,000 likes? Russell Team Radio, just give us some tire feedback. Yeah, they're alright. They've been better. They've been worse. Okay, so they're okay. Pretty much the biggest feedback you could ask for. Stroll now coming in. An okay stop for him. 3-second stop. 2,000 likes. Holy shit. Thank you guys so much. That's insane. And that's Stroll coming out in P15. But that's the newest tires and the freshest tires out of the whole pack. So he's got 12 laps to hunt down the guys in front. That's going to be Hülkenberg, Tsunoda. Let's see if he can manage to gain at least a place. Now looking at Alonso. Russell's still in P4. Oh yeah, I think he'll finish there. He shows some great pace, and yeah, I think he'll stay there in P4 for the remainder of the race. Hamilton catching Magnussen. 2.2 seconds is the gap between those two. Lap 44 for Max on the Hards. Okay, so I don't know what's going on there. I thought he was gonna come in around lap 40, and now it's almost 5 laps off. Yeah, perhaps they're targeting lap 45. I don't know. I mean, 17 laps on the medium compound tire seems a bit too little to me. But I mean, I'm not the strategist, and yeah, let's see if he comes in. He's through turn 10. Yet to pit, yeah. That wasn't turn 10. No, definitely wasn't turn 10. I was very... Yeah, that was a very questionable graphic. But it's slowing down Team Orders? No, I don't think it's Team Orders. I think it's just space. I think it's Verstappen pushing. It's a 57 lap race. Hold on to the DSQ till lap 55, please. Yeah. Do not talk about the disqualifying. I mean, Ocon came in at the last race, and it was a disaster, but it did not get disqualified. They know the rules. I mean, you guys know the rules, and so do I. Why can't you talk about it? I mean, it's they know what they're doing. He's not gonna get disqualified. That's the thing. He's probably doing a speed run on lapping the bottom 3, perhaps. Yes. Let's see. New fastest lap of the race that's Lance Stroll. Verstappen, okay, finally coming in lap 45, so I was 5 laps off my estimate. Past the scorch marks of Carlos Sainz's tires. Stops there. Let's see. A new set of mediums there. A good stop. Well, no, not a good stop. A 3.1 second stop, so a bit of a slow stop. But that means it's gonna be close then. And that's that's gonna be really close. And that's Checo. Yeah, okay, Checo's in front. That was a slow stop, and now Checo is in front. Damn. But Verstappen's on fresh medium tires, so I don't think that's even a contest. But as of now, Verstappen's leading this race. Yeah, for the guys talking about if Checo was been told to let him go and to adjust the pace, Checo hasn't been told anything about the fight and the gaps or nothing, while Verstappen has been constantly fed information about the positions and the gaps and everything. So it's a weird situation there at Red Bull. Piastri unlapped. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Okay, Perez 25 lap old hard tires. That's not gonna be much of a match to the new mediums of Max Verstappen, as Hamilton gets past Kevin Magnussen up into 8th place. And as of now, if the race were to end as is, Carlos Sainz's penalty would mean nothing. He's got a 10-second gap back to Pierre Gasly right now. Why mediums? Because he was on the hards at the start of the race? That's why mediums. Free to fight. Yeah, they are free to fight. Of course they are. That's pretty easy to say when you're Verstappen behind on new medium tires. But I don't think Perez is gonna be too thrilled about that. I really don't. And I don't want to say anything until the end of the race. Yeah, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. Now on board with, well, shit, yeah, I'm gonna say it. Okay, so if the race ends like as it is now, this will be the first race in, I think, since the comeback, that around the outside goes no, Verstappen could not make the move. Sorry, that Alonso's not penalized in an American race. Yeah, through the weekend. And that's Verstappen around the inside into turn 1. Around the outside. Oh, Perez defends that position, but no, that's Verstappen. Yeah, he was gone. And now Verstappen's leading the race. Of course he is. Yeah, I mean, it was just a matter of time. Good defense by Perez, but it was just a matter of time before that happened. We have 9 laps remaining. Alonso puncture, yeah, fuck you. Dude, I want a safety car. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay, now fastest lap, please. Fastest lap is being held by Stroll. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt him getting the new fastest lap of the race in the coming lap or two. That's just completely expected. He has to charge up the batteries, but then as soon as he does that, yeah, I expect that to topple. But it's running his own race. What would being told anything about the race have done him anything? Okay, I don't really understand that sentence. Perez ran his own race. Okay, what would being told anything about the race have done him anything? Okay, I think I got what you meant. He would have been able to perhaps push or defend or go faster or slower, save those tires to the end of the race to be able to hold Verstappen off. But as things stood, he had just no chance there. Verstappen, new fastest lap of the race, of course. I'm happy for Alonso. Who's not? Who wouldn't be? Zhou just got past Norris. Zhou up into 16th place as Norris and Piastri both start to struggle with those old hearts. And that's Stroll going, yeah, getting close to Albon now for P13. Everyone's really close up there, behind there, so we might actually get to see him getting on the points, perhaps. Stroll going around the outside, trying to get past Albon, just not making it through, perhaps next lap. Let's see, Stroll, DRS once again, going defensive Albon. Stroll goes around the outside once again into turn 1. No, sorry, that's not turn 1. Yeah, that was turn 1. And he's up ahead. And now that's Albon and Hülkenberg. Albon and Hülkenberg. Hülkenberg is now, attacking Albon as well. Albon with those worn hard tires. Stroll and Hülkenberg were on the alternate strategy. They started on the hards. That was a lockup by Albon at the end of turn 1. So yeah, he just went wide and he got swiftly overtaken by Stroll, who's now 1.5 seconds behind Tsunoda. Alonso's about to lap Sargent now. Leclerc versus Hamilton. Let's see striking distance in 2 laps. 2 laps. Hamilton, remember, started on the soft as well, so he's also on the mediums and on the prowl. So a good recovery from Hamilton so far. Let's hope that he continues to move up. That would be great for his championship hopes. Alonso radio. Which position is Lance? Great move into turn 1. Oh! He's looking at the screens on the circuit. He just watched the replay of the overtake on Alex Albon, Fernando Alonso. It's just in a no man's land there. My God, show off. My God. So, Stroll now 1.4 seconds behind Yuki Tsunoda, who's closing in on Bottas as well. Bottas is on the verge of losing perhaps 2 positions. He's on P11 right now. He's out of the points. But yeah, Tsunoda is closing in 0.5 of a second behind, and Lance Stroll is 1.4 seconds behind him, closing in as well, 1.3 seconds now. Perez team radio. Is Max struggling? Oh, no, he's not struggling. Just managing in Sector 1, yeah. He was not struggling, sorry, Checo. Yuki having a decent showing. Oh yeah, 0.2 of a second now behind Bottas. Where's Yuki on the map? Oh, he's right there. Okay, around the back straight. Is he gonna make the move? Is he gonna get the move into turn... Ooh, into turn 17? Yes, he does. Tsunoda's now in front of Valtteri Bottas, went around the outside, a great move, DRS open, and just now gains a place as Stroll is closing in on Bottas as well. Stroll down in P13, he's looking to move up. DRS open for Bottas, he's trying to regain that position. Those two battling just gives Stroll the advantage as he's able to move up and closer. Yuki Tsunoda, I think now is gonna just get away. Yeah, I think that battle is now over. For Yuki at least. 0.7 of a second, now the gap between those two, 0.8 of a second. 0.9 of a second, yeah, that's just Yuki's getting away and fast. Let's see Stroll. 0.4 behind Bottas, behind the Alpha. K-Max still in the points, by the way, still in the points. I think he can keep it. Around the outside, DRS open for Bottas as well, so that made it hard for Stroll, turn 11. Yeah, so they are now into the back straight, turn 16. Leclerc's 0.8 of a second behind Gasly now. That's DRS. So we may see some action there with just a few laps remaining. Around the inside, Stroll, is he gonna outbrake the Alpha? He does, and Stroll is up into 12th place. Let's see, Leclerc, 0.8 of a second, the gap to Gasly. 0.7 of a second. Now Stroll goes a little bit defensive there. Don't forget about Sainz's 5-second penalty. Yeah, he's 13 seconds in front of Pierre Gasly, so that, I don't think that makes much of a difference. The GOAT is doing it again. What do you mean Sargent is getting lapped again? Where is Sargent? Oh, he's, yeah, okay, about to get lapped by Alonso still. So Verstappen, new fastest lap of the race, by the way. Okay, let's see. Leclerc, DRS is open. We're now looking at him going for the move around the inside on the Alpine, but it's just not enough. He was not gonna get that done there. The start finish straight. Let's see. Nope, not enough as well. He's still behind. Oh, through the S's into turn 2. A big lockup by Gasly. Well, not a big lockup, but it's big enough for Leclerc to make his way in front of him, and Leclerc now up into 6th place. Just a few laps to the end. Can Sainz hold that gap now? 14 seconds to Leclerc at the back. If the gap shrinks down to less than 5 seconds, Sainz is going to lose a position. But as of now, he's sitting pretty. Gasly now. Ooh, in danger of being overtaken by Hamilton. Hamilton about to make the move, goes around the inside. On Leclerc tries to go as well. No, just goes around the Alpine, and Alpine drops down to P8 and P9. Hamilton. Okay, so Leclerc, more than looking at closing the gap, he has to look at his back. He tried to not get overtaken by Lewis Hamilton. The Mercedes is right now, yeah, on the medium, faster and newer medium tires than Leclerc in front. Good strategy from the Mercedes team, and they had a lot of pace today. Qualifying didn't quite show it, but today, yeah, I mean, a faster car than the Ferrari for sure. Yeah, it's still a great showing of Alpine, yeah, but they started, I mean, it was looking much better, but their double points is still fine. Magnussen still holding on to those points. Stroll is not shrinking the gap to Tsunoda, by the way. Who's the car ahead of Fernando on track? We're that close to Perez? No, sorry, it's Sargent on the track. Oh, was gonna say, yeah, Russell got excited, like, okay, are we really that close to Perez? Are we really on pace with the Red Bulls? No, it's Sargent. Oh, okay. Yeah. 3 laps to go. Oh, side by side. And that's Hamilton making the move on Carlos Sainz. Oh, on Charles Leclerc. Oh my god. Yeah, that was Leclerc. Hamilton defending from Leclerc. Sorry. We're making the move on Leclerc. No, yeah, he was making the move on Leclerc. I completely missed that overtake. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, Hamilton up into P6. I was just saying the lap before, okay, now Leclerc's in front of Hamilton, and then I completely forgot about that. How many laps to go? We're lap 55 of 57, so just over 2 laps to go. Can the race end already? Hyperactive says, it's been a long one, hasn't it? It's been a long one. As I said at the start, if there's no rain, the cold temperatures will mean there's pretty much no strategy as well. We've had a bit of a confusion there with the alternate strategies, but once they all pitted, yeah, it was pretty smooth sailing. Not much happened today, but thank you guys for sticking around as well. You guys are my heroes. You guys know that. I always really do appreciate you sticking around, even when the race is a bit less than exciting. But I know you guys are here when the races are exciting as well, so it evens out, you know? It evens out. Let's hope that the next one is one we can be extremely proud of having sat through. As we start the second to last lap of the race right now. Leclerc's trying to get his position back. Yeah, he's 1.4 seconds now behind Hamilton, so it's a bit hard, that one. We're here for the good and the bad, buddy. Yeah. Thank you, Jose. Yeah, if you guys remember, was it Spa 21? I mean, the guys who sat through that one, just, you have my full respect if you sat through that one. I mean, I went away and then came back. But yeah, I had to wake up at 5 a.m. for this race. I am so sorry, and I'm so impressed that you're still awake. Spa 21, best race ever. Yeah. Spa 21 was better, says Galaxy. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. Yuki still keeping that P10, P11 streak. That's right, yeah. So far, I mean, ooh, I don't think so. Stroll 0.6 of a second behind Yuki. 0.6 of a second. I think that position's not gonna be there for long. Oh, damn. It's 5 p.m. here, says Jerry. Well, it's 6 p.m. here now. It's 6 p.m. here now. And it's getting a bit too bright, isn't it? It's getting a bit too bright. It's just one lap, but I want to look pretty for you guys. Yeah, the camera's getting a bit too... Yeah. Okay, that's much better. Driver of the day, I think Hamilton deserves this one. He's been an absolute gladiator, got it back together after an awful qualifying session, and is up into the points, and yeah, up into the good part of the points, fighting it with the Ferraris just behind his teammate. I think Hamilton is my driver of the day today. Absolutely great racing from him today. It's 11 p.m. here in Spain, Andy. Yeah, I'm sorry, the 33rd was looking a bit likely, but this weekend just wasn't ours, dude. Just have to continue waiting. Stroll and Tsunoda still at it, by the way. Still at it. Just this is the final lap, so this is the final chance for Stroll to get P11. I mean, it doesn't really mean much, but it's better for the standings, for the overall standings, not the point standings, but yeah. Max's driver of the day says Roomreicher. Verstappen crosses the line again, winner. So it's a 1-2, another 1-2. Verstappen in front of Checo Perez. That's another podium for Fernando Alonso. Vamos, chabón! I didn't even know he was gonna get. I mean, with the Mercedes and the Ferrari, we didn't even know if he was gonna get another podium this season, and he manages to do so once again. Great space there in the Aston Martin, commandingly ahead of the Mercedes, of the Ferrari. Russell P4, Sainz P5 in front of his teammate. Russell also in front of his teammate. Hamilton comes home P6. P7 for Leclerc's DRS. Within DRS, Leclerc of Lewis Hamilton, but just not enough to make it stick. P7 for Leclerc, that's P8 for Gasly, 9th for Ocon, an okay showing for Alpine. Magnussen rounding out the points, so at least he brings home something there. Yuki Tsunoda, P11, continues the streak. Lance Stroll, P12, a disappointing weekend for the Canadian driver. Valtteri Bottas, P13, then it's Alex Albon in 14th place. Nico Hülkenberg comes home in 15th, and it's Zhou Guanyu in P16, P17 for Norris as he crosses the line now. P18 for Nick DeVries and P19 for Oscar Piastri, P20 for Sargent. Logan Sargent, one lap down. Yeah. So that was a race. That was the Miami Grand Prix. It was a boring one. We all know that. But yeah, we made it through. So thank you so much, guys, for sticking around. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed the stream, you can also donate here. It's greatly appreciated. It's not needed, of course, but it's greatly appreciated. You guys know that. And yeah, that's been it for the Miami Grand Prix. And I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much. And yeah, goodbye. What's the next race? What's the next race? I completely forgot. Let me check. Thanks for the excellent commentary. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was a bit off with the commentary today. I don't know, I just wasn't really feeling it. I mean, at the start it was really good, but then nothing happened. I was just, yeah, I thought I kind of disappointed you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. But yeah, we'll see you next time for Gran Premio dell'Emilia Romagna. That's Imola next up, which is not next week, but the one after that. Yeah. And then that's the start of a triple header. That's going to be also Monaco. You guys are not going to see me for Monaco. And then it's Spain. You guys are definitely going to see me here for Spain. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one.